I met Shanti at the store like you did, and other people probably have too. And I used to go in there and buy vitamins off Shanti, and got to know Shanti through there, through just over the counter, you know. And I saw, when I walked in the door, I saw a sign that said yoga, walking out the door. Then I came in, I started asking Shanti about yoga, and he invited me to one of his classes, and that's how it's been for years now.
Yes.
And I started buying all the books and using the books in my life, and the most important stuff I learned through the using the books is the importance of using affirmations and applying them to your life. And I was down in Florida just in March, and I went to a Buddhism Zen class. So I figured that it would be like here, we'd all be sitting on floors and stuff, but they had chairs all set up in the place. So the administrator there, who was a leader, she had everybody sit opposite of each other in a circle with the chairs, and we all just sat there and meditated. And we were supposed to just think about things. So the only thing I could think of while I was there in the meditation was the affirmations: I accept myself, I love myself, I love life. And I tried to use all that energy I was thinking about with all the rest of the people in the circle. And after we got done talking and having a discussion, I told them that that's what I was thinking when we were in our silence. And to them, it was just something that was a kind of experience for them, just knowing that I was there thinking about all of us to have that unity of accepting ourselves, and loving life. And to be able to share what I've learned from Shanti, just to be able to say them six little words, you know, whatever it is, how many words it is, it was an experience of teaching other people the importance of affirmations. So
Yes.
that's what I'd like to talk about, affirmations.
Yes. This book, I wrote first book in 1976. It was originally old yellow book, but Affirmations is on chapter 28. So anyone, even beginner, starts privately or in group class, besides teaching postures, breathing, stretching, I talk about affirmations. Affirmations is the roots which controls us. To make it simple, this chart explains. Unconscious mind is a deep impression. It carries deep impression. It's called sanskara. And unconscious mind is called chitta. The real essential part of mind, which is like hidden part of iceberg, is unconscious mind. That is what controls us. Conscious mind is on the surface, which has very little control over our life. And everyone wants to control their life by discipline, philosophy, theories, hardship, following. It doesn't last forever because the real source is unconscious mind. So at that time, in chapter 28 of that book, I wrote, what is affirmation? Affirmation, to simplify, anything you are bombarded with, it gets registered in the mind. Constant bombardment hardwires it. That becomes our belief. We are products of the belief. That is called sanskaras. We are impressed with sanskaras from childhood, from religion, from our environments, and that is what we are. These impressions are deep from childhood, and yoga philosophy says, and science proves it. The day the baby is conceived in the mother's womb, is already taking in sanskaras at a deep level, that is called delta level. Then first few years, theta level, which is like dream, then alpha level, which is receptive, and then after 7 or 12 years, beta level. We function at beta level because rest of our life we are trying to resolve the issues of growing years. This is what I'm emphasizing highly. If you want to change the society, current generation, very little chance. Prisons, laws, nothing will help. But next generation, from childhood to reprogram them. Because children grown up with violence, toys and everything, guns, and all the violence is taken for granted. That is that sanskara. So that shooting, somebody dying, doesn't matter. That's already used to it. Imagine, just like where I grew up, there are no crimes. If there is crime, is fist fight. There's just very little, looking at that. That is a sanskara from childhood. We need to build the sanskara from childhood, nationwide. Like some of the jihad philosophy is programming. So those who are programmed from childhood, they go read and they just go this, all religions, they go like this. It's actually hypnotizing you, Just in Judaism also, they, read and go like this. It's just general tendency. Anything you take the thought goes in. But, make it short, I explained what is affirmation. Any thought goes to conscious mind, then goes deeper and deeper. And then it stays longer and longer, it becomes our personality. So we are programmed. Everyone is programmed one way or another. We have to reprogram, and that is what is affirmation about. And first affirmation is I accept myself. I love myself and I love life. Then some other affirmation as a basic essence. I wrote affirmation for daily purpose, like a regular purpose, and each day. But daily purpose, another affirmation which is very vital is I'm grateful to God for all the gifts of life. And what are the gifts of life? We don't know. We have eyes, we have ears, we have mouth, we have arms, we have legs. And if somebody asks you, like say, I give you $1 million, and then you lose both eyes in return, how much would you be willing to get your 2 eyes back? You say, okay, I give you back all $1 million. Imagine value of all the things you have. Then you complain, I don't have big car, I don't have big this, big that. Just imagine. So be grateful and you will be saturated, so you won't complain, you won't compare, you won't be jealous. Another root cause, yes.
Isn't that going in philosophy of the affirmation, being thankful for what you have, more of being positive? I mean, I think when you look at the things and you look at somebody has a big car, or maybe I should have a big car, you're being negative actually, aren't you?
No. Matter of fact, you see, I have all the gifts of life, so outside things don't impress you. We get impressed by outside because we are not content with all the gifts we have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're not emphasizing the fact of, like he said, the affirmations.
Yes.
And being thankful for what you have. You're actually being negative in a sense about yourself, actually, by not accepting the affirmations and the positive things about you.
I do not get it. Anyone get it?
Well, it's just,
Well, that's the thing what Shanti's saying too. He's saying the people that are saying, oh, I need a big car, or I need this, or I need that, they're not focusing
You
on
become
inward.
content. That is the idea.
So when you focus
By
on
being
that,
grateful, you
on the
become
car.
content. I have everything. I don't need anything.
right.
Peace comes when you are content. Just like sideline.
What I'm saying is that people with your philosophy of affirmation is a positive
Yes.
philosophy, whereas people seem to feel that they're positive, but they're actually really not. They're focusing.
Yes. They are taking the wrong way. Okay, that's what it is. So, philosophy If you're grateful to God, you become content. It's like God, if you pray God, I don't want anything. That is how you feel. Just general definition, how can you define somebody who is successful? Just like my way of defining. Somebody successful who is billionaire, successful is highest position in government, successful because greatest movie star, great athlete, none of them. I see most of them are poor. You know why they are poor? Because they are still running. Means they are not content. So the one who has renounced everything and is content is the most successful people. Because what happens when you are successful? You do nothing, you enjoy. That is what you do when you are content. Okay, another affirmation is everyone holds on to deep grudge, deep anger within. Somebody did this to me. Just like the childhood, somebody did something to you. Also, anger at yourself, I'm not so perfect, I'm not growing as fast. Let go. So I forgive everyone and everything that ever offended me. Another major thought is we create duality, I and you. This is why we have comparison, I and you. Why would somebody be afraid of anyone? Because there is I and you. That is why fear. Why would someone want to impress someone, big house or big car? Because somebody outside of you. But there is nothing but you. Who would you try to impress? Like a Robinson Crusoe, you were on the island, what would you do? Okay.